from a very warm, a very humid Lagos, and there's a rains that have been falling over the past couple of days, which is completely, totally unusual for Lagos. So that goes to tell you how much the extent of global warming is taking place. But all good, we're here at the Nikke Art Gallery, also in Lagos, and we're about to go in. There are hundreds, if not thousands, actually thousands of art pieces. It's literally 4 floors of some of the most beautiful art you have ever seen. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna meet the owner, Mama Nikke, and whoever else we come across. Hopefully there'll also be a few of the artists that we can engage and talk with. Let's go see what happens with art in Lagos. Hanging out at the Nikke Art Gallery, and I'm with a visual artist, Zemai Okediji.
Yes.
Did I get that right? Welcome to Kaya FM.
Thank you.
So we're from Johannesburg, and we were fascinated by what we've seen at the gallery. Please tell me more about your work.
Well, my work is lens-based media is what I do. It's centered around women's issues mainly, identity, healthcare, and just social commentary on a lot of things that we see day to day happening in our environment.
And what inspires you? Like, you know, how do you combining two seemingly disparate environments and like putting them into one to bring attention to more global issues?
So I've heard that about my work, but generally speaking, I'm inspired by life and really by humanity. I know that sounds really broad and maybe not as deep as a lot of people like to hear artists speak about, but on any given day, you encounter things that really shape your identity. And those are the things that we need to be discussing. A lot of times they seem to be commonplace, and so we don't have enough time to talk about them because we're too busy trying to do day-to-day life.
So Zemai, please, we were talking about, you know, what inspires you, but I want to know, you're a Nigerian artist. What distinguishes Nigerian art from, say, South African art?
That's an amazing question. Again, I would say it's the elements that are derived from Nigeria. I mean, there's an essence to being Nigerian that I'm sure is probably very different from the essence of being South African. And we have a huge history that is very, very disparate. And, you know, we may all share a common, you know, Africanness, but Nigerians have not had a long bout of struggle with certain issues as compared with the South Africans. But not only that, I think the struggles that we have tend to be very much internal, and you know, they exist without being addressed. A lot of times people are not speaking about it. It's happening, but we're just sort of continuing on and focusing on the day-to-day.
Right.
And that's why I say, like, a lot of times the inspiration is from just starting the dialogue, because you can't address something that you've never acknowledged.
I did promise you that we're going to speak to the extraordinary Mama Nikke, who owns this amazing space. And yes, I'm looking like a Nigerian goddess, because I'm standing next to a real Nigerian goddess. Mama Nikke, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is an incredible building. What was the vision behind it and that made you want to pursue? There are literally thousands and thousands of pieces of artwork, all of them distinctly African.
Yes, in 1968, when I opened my first gallery, I was having a vision that one day I will be able to open a gallery that will give a voice to all the creativity industry. And when opportunity was given during the time of Obasanjo, who is our president, we went to him. I said, I want to build a gallery. He said, do you have collateral? I said, no. He said, yes, if you have collateral, I will invite the bank for you, and they will give you the money. And that is how the dream became true.
Right.
Going to America in '74, seeing the work of art and seeing gallery, so I see that the gallery I was thinking is a gallery is my bedroom. So that is what really inspired me to give the artists of our own country a voice.
We chilling at the pool in Lagos, there by the southern sun, and hanging out with author Dami Ajayi. And I'm going to ask him a few questions, and I'm going to ask him to also teach me a little pidgin. So Dami, the one thing I wanted to find out from you is that how do you feel about Nigeria in general, about being a resident here, about living in this particular very dynamic and interesting country?
Oh, well, I love my country. And that there's a song that goes, I love my country, I no go lie. Now inside I go live and die, which translates to mean I love my country, I won't lie. I'm gonna live in it till I die. I love Nigeria because, well, just being Nigerian, you know, we're kind of different. You know, if you travel out of Nigeria, within Africa, outside Africa. There was a time I went to Uganda, and the first thing we noticed was that, well, the way we were moving was like as if we were fighting people. So we started walking slowly, you know, just to fit in. Yeah, so I mean, and that kind of movement, it's not just in our movement, as it were, it's also in every other thing. Nigerians are very aggressive in that they're go-getters. They try to do what they can. They also try to be the loudest voice in the room, and sometimes, of course, that's not really fair on other African brothers, as it were. Yeah, but besides that, I also think that there's that tenacity to cope in spite of what is going on. Nigerians are always optimistic. We're always, and then also we travel a lot. So there's no place in the world you go to. If there are no Nigerians there, then there's a problem.
Okay, so I need you to teach me a little bit of pidgin.
What do you want to know?
What do I want to know? How do you say that man is really, really good looking? He's hot, he's attractive. You know, like, oh, I like him kind of vibe.
Boy, that boy fine, though.
Excuse me?
That boy fine, though.
That boy fine.
Fine,
Where?
That's sweet.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you'd say, yeah.
Like, oh.
Boy, you fine, though. You know, like, that's a family. Oh boy, I mean, you're referring to the person. You fine, no. Telling him you are fine.
Right.
And then you add the O to it because...
Oh. Everything you get O to.
Yeah, everything.
My God is good, oh.
It's good, oh.